Have you ever looked in the mirror and wondered, where did the time go? It's easy to feel like aging is an unstoppable force, like a relentless march towards wrinkles, grey hair, and a creaky body. But what if I told you that many of our daily habits are actually accelerating this process, adding years to our appearance and draining our youthful vitality? I once met a woman named Isabella who seemed to defy the aging process. She was vibrant, energetic, and full of life, her youthful glow radiating from within. Curious about her secret, I asked her, "What's your recipe for staying so youthful?" She smiled and replied, "It's not about magic potions or expensive creams. It's about cultivating healthy habits, both for my body and mind." Intrigued, I delved deeper, and she shared her wisdom, prioritizing sleep, managing stress, nourishing her body with healthy foods, and cultivating a positive mindset. She also emphasized the importance of regular exercise, mindfulness, and staying connected to her passions. Isabella's story is a reminder that aging gracefully is not just about genetics or luck. It's about making conscious choices, cultivating healthy habits, and embracing a lifestyle that supports our well-being. In this episode, we'll explore 11 bad habits that can accelerate the aging process and discover how to replace them with habits that promote vitality, longevity, and a youthful spirit. Get ready to turn back the clock and reclaim your youthful glow. 1. Sleeping less than 8 hours. All right, folks, let's talk about something we all love but often don't get enough of: sleep. Now, before you roll your eyes and say, "Tell me something I don't know," hear me out. While we all know that sleep is important, many of us underestimate just how crucial it is for our health, our well-being, and yes, even our appearance. Skimping on sleep, those precious hours of rest and rejuvenation, can accelerate the aging process, leaving us looking and feeling older than our years. Think of it like this. Imagine your body is a smartphone. Throughout the day, you're using it constantly, making calls, sending messages, browsing the internet, taking photos. All that activity drains the battery, and if you don't recharge it regularly, it will eventually shut down. Similarly, our bodies need recharging too. Sleep is our body's way of restoring and repairing itself, of consolidating memories, and of replenishing our energy reserves. When we consistently shortchange ourselves on sleep, we're essentially running our bodies on low battery, which can lead to a whole host of problems, including accelerated aging. The poet Virgil, in his epic poem The Aeneid, wrote, "Night comes on apace, and the setting of the stars invites sleep." Even in ancient times, the importance of sleep was recognized as a natural rhythm, essential for restoring our bodies and minds. Now you might be thinking, "But I'm a busy person. I don't have time for 8 hours of sleep." And I get it. Life can be demanding, and it's easy to sacrifice sleep for work, social commitments, or even just binge-watching our favorite shows. But the truth is, skimping on sleep is like taking out a loan on your health and well-being. You might get by for a while, but eventually you'll have to pay the price. So what exactly happens when you consistently sleep less than 8 hours? Well, for starters, your skin takes a hit. Sleep deprivation can lead to increased cortisol levels, a stress hormone that breaks down collagen, the protein that keeps our skin looking plump and youthful. This can result in wrinkles, sagging skin, and a dull complexion. But it's not just about appearances. Lack of sleep can also impair your cognitive function, making it harder to focus, remember things, and make sound decisions. It can also weaken your immune system, making you more susceptible to illness and disease. And over time, Chronic sleep deprivation can increase your risk of serious health problems, including heart disease, diabetes, and even Alzheimer's disease. The philosopher Aristotle recognized the importance of sleep for cognitive function. He wrote, "Sleep is the best meditation." He understood that sleep is not just about physical rest, but also about mental rejuvenation, allowing our minds to process information, consolidate memories, and prepare for the day ahead. So, how do you actually prioritize sleep and ensure you're getting those crucial 8 hours? Well, it starts with creating a relaxing bedtime routine. This could involve taking a warm bath, reading a book, listening to calming music, or practicing meditation. The key is to wind down your mind and body, signaling to your system that it's time to rest. Another important factor is creating a sleep-conducive environment. Make sure your bedroom is dark, quiet, and cool. Invest in a comfortable mattress and pillows, and avoid caffeine or alcohol before bed. And finally, make sleep a non-negotiable priority. Just as you schedule time for work, exercise, and social commitments, schedule time for sleep. Treat it as an essential appointment with yourself, a time to recharge, rejuvenate, and prepare for a vibrant and fulfilling day ahead. As the Dalai Lama said, sleep is the best meditation. So, my friends, prioritize those precious hours of slumber. Embrace the restorative power of sleep, and watch as your body and mind thank you with youthful vitality and radiant health. 2. Daily stress. All right, let's talk about stress, that ever-present companion in our modern lives, that nagging feeling of pressure, worry, and overwhelm that seems to follow us everywhere we go. Now, before you start listing all the reasons why you're stressed, hear me out. While some stress is a normal part of life, chronic, unrelenting stress can wreak havoc on our bodies, our minds, and yes, even our appearance. It's like a constant drizzle that slowly erodes the foundation of our well-being, leaving us looking and feeling older than our years. Think of it like this. Imagine your body is a delicate flower. Occasional stresses, like a brief gust of wind or a light shower, might cause the flower to sway or lose a few petals, but it will ultimately recover and continue to bloom. But chronic stress, like a relentless downpour or a scorching sun, can wither the flower, causing it to wilt, fade, and prematurely age. The philosopher Seneca, in his Letters from a Stoic, wrote, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end." He recognized that life is a cycle of beginnings and endings, of growth and decay. And while we can't avoid stress altogether, we can learn to manage it, to prevent it from becoming a chronic condition that accelerates the aging process. So, what exactly happens when we're chronically stressed? Well, for starters, our bodies release a surge of hormones, including cortisol and adrenaline, which are designed to help us cope with immediate threats. But when these hormones are constantly elevated, they can wreak havoc on our systems, increasing inflammation, impairing our immune function, and even damaging our DNA. This chronic stress can manifest in a variety of ways, from wrinkles and grey hair to a weakened immune system and an increased risk of chronic diseases. It can also affect our mental health, leading to anxiety, depression, and even cognitive decline. The Dalai Lama, a spiritual leader known for his wisdom and compassion, once said, "If you have fear of some pain or suffering, you should examine whether there's anything you can do about it. If you can, there is no need to worry about it. If you cannot do anything, then there is also no need to worry." This encapsulates the Stoic approach to stress. Focus on what you can control, accept what you cannot, and find peace in the present moment. Now, I know what you might be thinking. But my life is full of stresses. I can't just eliminate them. And you're right. We can't always control the events that cause us stress, but we can control how we respond to them. We can cultivate habits and practices that help us manage stress, build resilience, and protect our well-being. So, how do you actually manage stress and prevent it from aging you prematurely? Well, it starts with awareness. Pay attention to the things that trigger your stress response. Is it your job, your relationships, your finances, or something else? Once you've identified your stressors, you can start to develop strategies for coping with them. This might involve setting boundaries, practicing mindfulness, engaging in relaxation techniques like meditation or yoga, or seeking support from friends, family, or a therapist. The key is to find what works for you and to make stress management a regular part of your routine. Another important aspect of stress management is cultivating a positive mindset. The Stoics believed that our thoughts shape our reality. If we allow negative thoughts and worries to dominate our minds, we'll create a self-fulfilling prophecy of stress and anxiety. But if we cultivate positive thoughts, gratitude, and a sense of perspective, we can create a more resilient and balanced inner state. The philosopher Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, wrote about the importance of controlling our thoughts. He said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." So, my friends, manage your stress, cultivate awareness, develop coping strategies, and embrace a positive mindset. As the saying goes, don't stress the could-haves. If it should have been, it would have been. 3. Smoking. All right, folks, let's talk about a habit that's not only detrimental to your health, but also a major culprit in accelerating the aging process: smoking. Now, before you dismiss this as just another "smoking is bad for you" lecture, hear me out. While we all know that smoking has serious health consequences, many of us underestimate the extent to which it can prematurely age us, robbing us of our youthful vitality and contributing to a host of visible signs of aging. Think of it like this. Imagine your body is a beautiful painting, a masterpiece of nature. Smoking is like taking a can of spray paint and vandalizing that artwork, leaving behind unsightly stains, blemishes, and irreversible damage. The ancient Greek physician Hippocrates, often considered the father of medicine, recognized the harmful effects of smoking centuries ago. He wrote, "Smoking is a noxious habit, threatening to the body, dangerous to the lungs, and apt to breed a cough." Even in those early days, the detrimental effects of smoking were evident. So, what exactly happens when you smoke? Well, for starters, the thousands of chemicals in cigarette smoke wreak havoc on your skin. Nicotine, a highly addictive substance, constricts blood vessels, reducing blood flow to the skin and depriving it of essential oxygen and nutrients. This can lead to a dull, grayish complexion, uneven skin tone, and premature wrinkles. But it's not just about skin-deep damage. Smoking also damages collagen and elastin, the proteins that give our skin its elasticity and firmness. This can lead to sagging skin, wrinkles around the mouth, and a loss of facial volume, making you look older than your years. And the damage doesn't stop there. Smoking also affects your oral health, staining your teeth, increasing your risk of gum disease, and even contributing to tooth loss. It can also damage your eyes, increasing your risk of cataracts and macular degeneration, which can lead to vision loss. But perhaps the most serious consequences of smoking are its effects on your internal organs. Smoking damages your lungs, increasing your risk of chronic bronchitis, emphysema, and lung cancer. It also damages your heart and blood vessels, increasing your risk of heart disease, stroke, and peripheral artery disease. The philosopher Seneca, in his Letters from a Stoic, wrote, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end." Quitting smoking is a powerful example of this principle. By ending the harmful habit of smoking, you open the door to a new beginning, a chance to restore your health, reclaim your vitality, and slow down the aging process. Now, I know quitting smoking is not easy. Nicotine is a highly addictive substance, and breaking free from its grip can be a challenging journey, but it's a journey worth taking. With the right support, strategies, and mindset, you can overcome this addiction and reclaim your health and well-being. So, my friends, if you're a smoker, consider this your wake-up call. Quitting smoking is one of the best things you can do for your health, your appearance, and your overall quality of life. As the saying goes, the best time to quit smoking was yesterday. The second best time is now. Fourth, not drinking enough water. All right, folks, let's talk about something we often take for granted, yet it's absolutely essential for our health and vitality. Water. Yes, plain old H2O, that seemingly simple liquid that makes up a significant portion of our bodies and plays a crucial role in almost every bodily function. Now, before you reach for that sugary soda or caffeinated beverage, hear me out. Not drinking enough water can accelerate the aging process, leaving our skin dry, our organs stressed, and our overall energy levels depleted. Think of it like this. Imagine your body is a lush garden. Water is like the life-giving rain that nourishes the plants, keeps the soil fertile, and allows the flowers to bloom in their full glory. But when the garden is deprived of water, the plants wither, the soil dries up, and the once vibrant landscape becomes barren and lifeless. Similarly, our bodies thrive on water. It's essential for transporting nutrients, flushing out toxins, regulating body temperature, lubricating joints, and keeping our organs functioning optimally. When we don't drink enough water, our bodies become dehydrated, which can lead to a host of problems, including accelerated aging. The ancient Greek philosopher Thales of Miletus, considered the father of philosophy, recognized the importance of water when he declared, "Water is the principle or the element of things." He saw water as the fundamental substance from which all life arises and is sustained. So, what exactly happens when you don't drink enough water? Well, for starters, your skin takes a hit. Dehydration can lead to dry, flaky skin, wrinkles, and a loss of elasticity. It can also make your skin look dull and lifeless, as water is essential for maintaining its natural glow and plumpness. But the effects of dehydration go far beyond the surface. Lack of water can also impair your cognitive function, making it harder to focus, concentrate, and make decisions. It can also lead to fatigue, headaches, and constipation. And over time, chronic dehydration can increase your risk of kidney stones, urinary tract infections, and even more serious health problems. The physician and author Deepak Chopra emphasizes the importance of hydration when he says, "The human body is composed mostly of water. To keep it in optimal health, we must drink adequate amounts of clean, fresh water every day." Now, I know what you might be thinking, but I don't feel thirsty very often. That's the tricky thing about dehydration. Sometimes by the time you feel thirsty, your body is already experiencing the negative effects. That's why it's important to make a conscious effort to drink water throughout the day, even if you don't feel particularly thirsty. So, how much water should you be drinking? Well, the general recommendation is about 8 glasses a day, but this can vary depending on your individual needs, activity level, and climate. A good rule of thumb is to listen to your body and drink whenever you feel thirsty. You can also monitor your hydration levels by checking the color of your urine. If it's pale yellow, you're well hydrated. If it's dark yellow, you need to drink more water. Another way to increase your water intake is to incorporate water-rich foods into your diet, such as fruits and vegetables. Watermelon, cucumber, spinach and strawberries are all excellent sources of hydration. So, my friends, make hydration a priority. Carry a water bottle with you throughout the day, sip on water between meals, and make a conscious effort to replenish your body's essential fluids. As the saying goes, water is life's matter and matrix, mother and medium. There is no life without water. 5. Consuming too much caffeine. All right, let's talk about that beloved morning pick-me-up, that afternoon slump buster, that late-night study buddy, caffeine. Now, before you clutch your coffee cup in protest, hear me out. While moderate caffeine consumption can have some benefits, excessive caffeine intake can actually accelerate the aging process, wreaking havoc on your sleep, your skin, and your overall well-being. Think of it like this. Imagine your body as a finely tuned race car. A little bit of fuel can boost your engine, enhance your performance, and get you where you need to go with speed and efficiency. But if you overload the engine with fuel, it can overheat, sputter, and eventually break down. Similarly, caffeine acts as a stimulant, revving up your nervous system, increasing alertness, and boosting energy levels. But when we consume too much caffeine, it can disrupt our sleep, dehydrate our bodies, and even contribute to premature aging. The 16th century physician Paracelsus, often considered the father of toxicology, recognized the potential dangers of excess when he said, "All things are poison, and nothing is without poison. Only the dose permits something not to be poisonous." Even substances that are generally considered safe can have harmful effects when consumed in excess. So, what exactly happens when you consume too much caffeine? Well, for starters, your sleep takes a hit. Caffeine blocks adenosine, a neurotransmitter that promotes sleepiness, making it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. This can lead to sleep deprivation, which, as we discussed earlier, can accelerate the aging process in a variety of ways. But it's not just about sleep. Excessive caffeine intake can also dehydrate your body, as caffeine acts as a diuretic, increasing urine production. This dehydration can lead to dry skin, wrinkles, and a loss of elasticity. Caffeine can also interfere with your body's absorption of essential nutrients, such as calcium and iron, which are crucial for maintaining healthy bones, skin, and overall vitality. And over time, excessive caffeine consumption can contribute to anxiety, heart palpitations, and even digestive problems. The physician and author Andrew Weil, known for his integrative approach to health and wellness, advises, if you're going to drink coffee, make it organic and shade-grown. Limit your intake to no more than 2 cups a day, and avoid caffeine after 2 p.m. Now, I'm not suggesting you give up your morning coffee or afternoon tea altogether. Moderate caffeine consumption, especially when consumed earlier in the day, can have some benefits, such as increased alertness, improved mood, and even a boost in athletic performance. But it's important to be mindful of your intake and to avoid excessive consumption. So, how much caffeine is too much? Well, it varies from person to person, depending on your individual sensitivity and tolerance. But in general, experts recommend limiting your intake to 400 milligrams per day, which is roughly equivalent to 4 cups of coffee. And if you're experiencing any negative effects, such as anxiety, insomnia, or digestive issues, it might be a sign that you need to cut back. You can also try switching to decaffeinated coffee or tea, or exploring alternative beverages like herbal teas or fruit-infused water. So, my friends, enjoy your caffeine in moderation. Be mindful of your intake, listen to your body, and choose beverages that support your overall health and well-being. As the saying goes, a cup of coffee shared with a friend is happiness tasted and time well spent. 6. Not getting enough physical exercise. All right, folks, let's talk about moving our bodies. Now, before you groan and conjure up images of grueling gym sessions or marathon runs, hear me out. While intense workouts certainly have their place, the key to youthful vitality lies in consistent, moderate physical activity that gets your heart pumping, your muscles working, and your energy flowing. Neglecting physical exercise, allowing our bodies to become sedentary and stagnant, can accelerate the aging process, contributing to a decline in physical and mental well-being. Think of it like this. Imagine your body is a river. A flowing river is vibrant and alive, its waters carrying nutrients, oxygen, and life-giving energy to every corner of the ecosystem. But a stagnant pond, cut off from the flow, becomes murky, lifeless, and prone to decay. Similarly, our bodies are designed for movement. Regular physical activity keeps our blood flowing, our muscles strong, our joints flexible, and our organs functioning optimally. It also boosts our mood, improves our sleep, and enhances our cognitive function. When we neglect exercise, our bodies become stagnant, our energy levels dwindle, and the aging process accelerates. The ancient Greek physician Galen, known for his contributions to anatomy and physiology, recognized the importance of exercise when he said, "Lack of activity destroys the good condition of every human being, while movement and methodical physical exercise save it and preserve it." Even in those early days, the link between physical activity and health was well established. So, what exactly happens when you don't get enough exercise? Well, for starters, your muscles weaken and lose mass, a condition known as sarcopenia. This can lead to decreased strength, reduced mobility, and an increased risk of falls and injuries. It can also contribute to a slower metabolism, making it easier to gain weight and harder to lose it. But the effects of inactivity go far beyond our muscles. Lack of exercise can also weaken our bones, increasing our risk of osteoporosis and fractures. It can also contribute to cardiovascular problems, such as high blood pressure, heart disease, and stroke. And it can even affect our mental health, increasing our risk of depression, anxiety, and cognitive decline. The physician and author Deepak Chopra emphasizes the importance of exercise when he says, "Walking is the best possible exercise. Habituate yourself to walk very far." He recognizes that even simple activities like walking can have profound benefits for our physical and mental well-being. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but I don't have time for exercise. I'm too busy with work, family, and other commitments. And I get it. Life can be demanding. But the truth is, even small amounts of exercise can make a big difference. You don't need to spend hours at the gym or run marathons to reap the benefits. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week. This could include brisk walking, jogging, cycling, swimming, dancing, or even just playing with your kids or pets. The key is to find activities you enjoy and to make them a regular part of your routine. You can also incorporate more movement into your daily life by taking the stairs instead of the elevator, parking farther away from your destination, or taking short walking breaks throughout the day. Even these small changes can add up, and make a significant difference in your overall health and well-being. So, my friends, get moving. Embrace the joy of movement, find activities you enjoy, and make exercise a non-negotiable part of your life. As the saying goes, motion is lotion. Keep your body moving and you'll keep your youthful vitality flowing. 7. Eating too much sugar. All right, let's talk about that sweet temptation that's lurking in so many of our favorite foods, sugar. Now, before you swear off dessert forever, hear me out. While a little bit of sweetness in our lives can be a delightful treat, excessive sugar consumption can wreak havoc on our bodies, accelerating the aging process and contributing to a host of health problems. Think of it like this. Imagine your body as a finely tuned instrument, a symphony of cells and organs working together in harmony. Sugar is like a mischievous gremlin that sneaks into the orchestra pit and starts banging on the instruments, throwing off the rhythm and creating discord. The ancient Greek physician Hippocrates, often considered the father of medicine, recognized the importance of balance in our diets when he said, "Let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food." He understood that the foods we consume have a profound impact on our health and well-being. So, what exactly happens when you eat too much sugar? Well, for starters, it triggers a process called glycation, where sugar molecules attach to proteins in your body, forming harmful compounds called advanced glycation end products, AGEs. These AGEs can damage collagen and elastin, the proteins that keep our skin firm and elastic, leading to wrinkles, sagging skin, and a loss of youthful radiance. But the damage doesn't stop at the surface. Excessive sugar intake can also contribute to inflammation throughout the body, which can accelerate the aging process and increase your risk of chronic diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, and even cancer. Sugar can also disrupt your hormonal balance, leading to insulin resistance, weight gain, and mood swings. It can also affect your gut health, disrupting the delicate balance of bacteria in your intestines and contributing to digestive problems. The physician and author Mark Hyman, known for his work in functional medicine, warns, "Sugar is the new fat. It's the major source of chronic inflammation and disease in our society." Now, I'm not suggesting you banish all sweetness from your life. Enjoying a piece of fruit, a square of dark chocolate, or the occasional dessert can be part of a healthy and balanced lifestyle. But it's important to be mindful of your sugar intake and to avoid excessive consumption of processed foods, sugary drinks, and refined carbohydrates. So, how much sugar is too much? Well, the American Heart Association recommends limiting added sugar intake to no more than 25 grams per day for women and 36 grams per day for men. But ideally, you should aim to minimize your intake of added sugars as much as possible. You can start by reading food labels carefully, paying attention to the amount of added sugar in processed foods and beverages. You can also choose whole, unprocessed foods, such as fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, which provide natural sweetness without the harmful effects of added sugars. And, if you have a sweet tooth, try satisfying it with healthier alternatives, such as fruits, dates, or even a small amount of honey or maple syrup. You can also experiment with spices like cinnamon and nutmeg, which can add sweetness and flavor to your dishes without the added sugar. So, my friends, be mindful of your sugar intake. Choose whole, unprocessed foods, limit your consumption of added sugars, and savor the sweetness of life in moderation. As the saying goes, a little bit of sweetness can go a long way. 8. Not smiling enough. All right, let's talk about something that's surprisingly powerful, yet often overlooked in our quest for youthful vitality: smiling. Now, before you dismiss this as just a feel-good cliché, hear me out. While we often associate smiling with happiness and social connection, it turns out that the simple act of smiling can have profound effects on our physical and mental well-being, even influencing how old we look and feel. Think of it like this. Imagine your face is a canvas, and your expressions are the brushstrokes that paint your portrait. A frown is like a harsh, downward stroke, etching lines of worry and tension into your features. But a smile is like an upward, joyful stroke, lifting your features, brightening your expression, and creating an aura of youthfulness and vitality. The poet and philosopher Khalil Gibran beautifully captured this idea when he wrote, "Beauty is not in the face. Beauty is a light in the heart." A genuine smile, one that radiates from within, can illuminate your entire being, creating a magnetic aura of warmth, positivity, and youthful energy. So, what exactly happens when you smile? Well, for starters, it triggers the release of endorphins, those feel-good chemicals in your brain that act as natural mood boosters and pain relievers. Smiling can also reduce stress hormones, such as cortisol, which, as we discussed earlier, can contribute to premature aging. But it's not just about the internal effects. Smiling also has a direct impact on your appearance. When you smile, the muscles in your face lift and contract, creating a natural facelift effect that can smooth out wrinkles and make you look younger and more vibrant. Smiling can also make you appear more approachable, friendly, and trustworthy, which can enhance your social connections and boost your overall well-being. And studies have shown that people who smile more often are perceived as being younger and more attractive. The psychologist and author Daniel Goleman, known for his work on emotional intelligence, emphasizes the power of positive emotions when he says, "Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions." Smiling is a simple yet powerful action that can generate positive emotions, not just for yourself, but also for those around you. Now, I'm not suggesting you walk around with a plastered-on grin all day long. Authenticity is key. But I am encouraging you to cultivate a habit of smiling, to find joy in the small things, and to express your happiness and gratitude through your facial expressions. So, how do you actually smile more often? Well, it starts with cultivating a positive mindset. Focus on the good things in your life, practice gratitude, and surround yourself with people and activities that bring you joy. You can also try incorporating smile breaks into your day. Take a few moments to consciously smile, even if you don't feel particularly happy at that moment. The act of smiling itself can trigger the release of endorphins and shift your mood towards positivity. And don't forget the power of laughter. Laughter is like a turbocharged smile, releasing a flood of endorphins and creating a ripple effect of joy and connection. So, watch a funny movie, spend time with loved ones who make you laugh, or simply find humor in the everyday moments of life. So, my friends, smile more often. Let your inner light shine through, and watch as your youthful spirit and radiant energy illuminate the world around you. As the saying goes, a smile is a curve that sets everything straight. 9. Following extreme diets. All right, let's talk about the allure of quick fixes and the dangers of extreme diets. In our quest for a youthful appearance and a healthy weight, it's easy to fall prey to fad diets, restrictive eating patterns, and promises of rapid results. But the Stoics, with their emphasis on balance and moderation, would caution against such extreme approaches. They understood that true well-being is not found in quick fixes or temporary deprivation, but in cultivating a sustainable lifestyle that nourishes both body and mind. Think of it like this. Imagine your body is a delicate ecosystem, a balanced interplay of various organisms and processes working together in harmony. Extreme diets are like a sudden, disruptive force, like a wildfire sweeping through the ecosystem, destroying delicate balances and leaving behind a fragile and vulnerable landscape. The ancient Greek physician Hippocrates, often considered the father of medicine, recognized the importance of balance in our diets when he said, "Let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food." He understood that the foods we consume have a profound impact on our health and well-being, and that extremes can disrupt the body's natural equilibrium. So, what exactly happens when you follow extreme diets? Well, for starters, your metabolism can take a hit. When you severely restrict your calorie intake, your body goes into survival mode, slowing down your metabolism to conserve energy. This can make it harder to lose weight in the long run and can even lead to weight gain when you eventually return to a more normal eating pattern. Extreme diets can also deprive your body of essential nutrients, leading to deficiencies that can affect your energy levels, your immune system, and even your mental health. They can also disrupt your hormonal balance, leading to irregular periods, mood swings, and even hair loss. And perhaps most importantly, extreme diets can create an unhealthy relationship with food. They can lead to feelings of guilt, shame, and obsession with food, which can spiral into disordered eating patterns and a negative body image. The physician and author Deepak Chopra, known for his holistic approach to health and wellness, emphasizes the importance of mindful eating when he says, "The best way to lose weight is to pay attention to what you eat." He encourages us to listen to our bodies, to nourish ourselves with wholesome foods, and to cultivate a healthy relationship with food that supports our overall well-being. Now, I'm not suggesting that you should never make changes to your diet, or that all weight loss efforts are harmful. If you're looking to improve your health or reach a healthy weight, it's important to consult with a healthcare professional or a registered dietitian to create a sustainable plan that meets your individual needs. But the Stoics would caution against extreme approaches, fad diets, and quick fixes. They believed in the importance of moderation, balance, and cultivating a healthy relationship with food. They understood that true well-being is not found in deprivation or obsession, but in nourishing our bodies with wholesome foods and cultivating a positive mindset. So, my friends, steer clear of extreme diets. Focus on creating a sustainable lifestyle that includes regular exercise, a balanced diet, and a positive relationship with food. As the saying goes, eat to live, not live to eat. 10. Not using sunscreen daily. All right, let's talk about that radiant ball of light that graces our skies, that source of warmth and energy that makes life on Earth possible, the sun. Now, before you head out to bask in its golden rays, hear me out. While moderate sun exposure can have some benefits, like boosting vitamin D production, excessive sun exposure, especially without protection, can be a major culprit in accelerating the aging process. It's like leaving a delicate piece of silk exposed to harsh sunlight. Over time, the vibrant colors fade, the fabric weakens, and the once pristine material becomes brittle and worn. The ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle recognized the power of the sun when he said, "The sun is the cause of all things." He understood that the sun is essential for life, but he also recognized its potential for both creation and destruction. So, what exactly happens when you expose your skin to the sun without protection? Well, for starters, the ultraviolet, UV radiation from the sun, can damage your skin's DNA, leading to premature aging, wrinkles, age spots, and even skin cancer. UV radiation comes in two main forms, UVA and UVB. UVA rays penetrate deep into the skin, damaging collagen and elastin, the proteins that keep our skin firm and elastic. UVB rays are responsible for sunburns and play a major role in the development of skin cancer. Think of it like this. Imagine your skin is a beautiful building with collagen and elastin as its supporting structures. Excessive sun exposure is like a relentless earthquake, shaking the foundations, weakening the walls, and causing cracks and damage to appear over time. The dermatologist and author Jessica Wu emphasizes the importance of sunscreen when she says, "Sunscreen is the closest thing we have to a fountain of youth." She recognizes that protecting our skin from the sun's harmful rays is one of the most effective ways to prevent premature aging and maintain a youthful appearance. Now, I'm not suggesting you become a vampire and avoid the sun altogether. Moderate sun exposure, especially during the early morning or late afternoon when the sun's rays are less intense, can be beneficial for vitamin D production, which is essential for bone health, immune function, and overall well-being. But it's crucial to protect your skin whenever you're exposed to the sun, even on cloudy days. So how do you actually protect your skin from the sun's harmful rays? Well, the most effective way is to use sunscreen with an SPF of 30 or higher. Apply it generously to all exposed skin, including your face, neck, ears, arms and legs, about 15 to 20 minutes before going outside, and reapply every 2 hours, or more often if you're swimming or sweating. But sunscreen is not the only line of defense. You can also protect your skin by wearing protective clothing, such as long-sleeved shirts, pants and wide-brimmed hats, and seek shade whenever possible, especially during the peak sun hours of 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The American Academy of Dermatology advises, seek shade when appropriate, remembering that the sun's rays are strongest between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. If your shadow is shorter than you are, seek shade. So, my friends, make sun protection a daily habit. Apply sunscreen generously, wear protective clothing, seek shade when possible, and enjoy the sun's warmth and energy without sacrificing your skin's health and youthful vitality. As the saying goes, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. 11. Skipping medical checkups. All right, folks, let's talk about something that might not be the most exciting topic, but it's crucial for maintaining our health and vitality as we age: regular medical checkups. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, "Oh great, another lecture about going to the doctor," hear me out. While it's easy to put off those checkups when we're feeling fine, skipping them can be a costly mistake, potentially allowing underlying health issues to fester and accelerate the aging process. Think of it like this. Imagine your body is a car. Regular checkups are like taking your car in for routine maintenance, changing the oil, checking the tires, making sure everything is running smoothly. Neglecting these checkups might seem fine in the short term, but over time, it can lead to major problems, breakdowns, and even accidents. Similarly, our bodies need regular tune-ups too. Medical checkups are an opportunity for healthcare professionals to assess our overall health, identify potential problems early on, and provide guidance on how to maintain our well-being and prevent future health issues. The ancient Greek physician Hippocrates, often considered the father of medicine, emphasized the importance of prevention when he said, "It is more important to know what sort of person has a disease than to know what sort of disease a person has." He understood that understanding the individual's overall health and lifestyle is crucial for preventing and treating disease. So, what exactly can you miss by skipping medical checkups? Well, for starters, you might miss early signs of serious health conditions such as high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, or even cancer. These conditions often develop silently, without noticeable symptoms in their early stages. Regular checkups can help detect these conditions early on, when they are often more treatable and manageable. But it's not just about detecting diseases. Regular checkups are also an opportunity to discuss your overall health and lifestyle with your doctor, to get personalized advice on nutrition, exercise, stress management, and other factors that can influence your well-being and longevity. The physician and author Deepak Chopra emphasizes the importance of preventive care when he says, "The best way to predict the future of your health is to create it." By taking proactive steps to maintain our health, including regular checkups, we can influence our own health outcomes and prevent future problems. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but I feel fine. Why do I need to go to the doctor when I'm not sick? That's the thing about preventive care. It's about staying healthy, not just treating illness. Regular checkups can help you identify potential risks, address minor health concerns before they become major problems, and get personalized guidance on how to optimize your health and well-being. So, how often should you get a checkup? Well, it depends on your age, your health history, and your individual needs. But in general, most adults should aim for an annual checkup with their primary care physician. You might also need more frequent checkups if you have any chronic health conditions or are at higher risk for certain diseases. And don't forget about specialized screenings such as mammograms, colonoscopies, and eye exams, which are important for detecting specific health problems. Talk to your doctor about which screenings are recommended for you based on your age and risk factors. So, my friends, make regular medical checkups a non-negotiable part of your health routine. Don't wait until you're sick to seek medical attention. Be proactive, prioritize prevention, and invest in your long-term health and well-being. As the saying goes, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And there you have it, my friends, 11 bad habits that can speed up the aging process and drain your youthful vitality. But remember, aging is not just about wrinkles and grey hair. It's about how you feel, how you live, and how you embrace each stage of your life's journey. The Stoics believed that true aging gracefully is not about desperately clinging to youth, but about cultivating wisdom, resilience, and a deep appreciation for the present moment. It's about living a life of purpose, of contributing to the world, and of finding joy in the simple things. So, my friends, let's break free from those habits that accelerate aging and embrace a lifestyle that nourishes our bodies, minds, and spirits. Let's prioritize sleep, manage stress, nourish ourselves with healthy foods, move our bodies with joy, and cultivate a positive mindset. As the philosopher Seneca wisely said, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end." Let's end the bad habits that hold us back and embrace a new beginning, a journey towards a vibrant, healthy, and fulfilling life. Thank you so much for watching.